Compiler. Who generate dart class files? Compiler generate the dart class file. Here my question, small question here. You know application contains how many classes here? 3 classes. Class test, class A, class B. 3 classes are there. I compiled. After compilation, compiler is generating dart class files. Tell me, based on my application, compiler generates dart class file. What is the name of the dart class file? Tell me, compiler generates how many dart class files? What is the name I am asking? What is the name I am asking? Clear? So check the screen once here. Now his application. This is my application. I compile this application. So test class is there, A class, B class. My application name is Ratan.java. When we compile application, you know what is your immediate output when I am asking dart class file, what is the name of the dart class file? Your answer immediately Ratan.class. Out of 100, 90% persons are saying Ratan.class. 90% persons are saying Ratan.class. But concentrate here. So we say the application here Ratan.java, but 3 classes are there. 3 classes are there. Test class, A class, B class. We compile. Immediately you are saying, hey Ratan, our file name is Ratan.java. Obviously our application dart class file name is Ratan.class file. Ratan. Yes or no? Yeah. Obviously you are saying class file is Ratan.class only. 90%. Remaining 10% are saying correct answer. Tell me how many dart class files Ratan? I will show dart class files here in your folder. Check it. Tell me where is your folder? Corejava by Ratan. So you know Java programs is there. In the Java programs, oh I forgot to compile. So here we are typing the command but you are not compiling. Click on enter button. So code is compiled. After compilation you can please check this folder. How many dart class files generated? You can please think where is this is a class file, Java file. This is a backup file, .bak file, leave it, not required. So anyhow, total how many class files are there here? 3 class files. Check it in Ratan.class file here. There is no Ratan.class file, right? Good. Now tell me, based on these 3 dart class, can please conclude the point. The dart class file generation. Tell me, based on these 3 dart class files, we can decide how many dart class files are generated here. 3. Test dart class, A dart class, B dart class. 3 dart class files, right? The dart class file generation is based on number of classes present in source file. The dart class file generation is based on number of classes present in source file. Ratan, my source file contains 1000 classes. After compilation, 1000 dart class files will be generated. Ratan, my source file contains lakhs of classes. After compilation, lakhs of dart classes are generated. So the dart class file generation is based on number of classes present in source file. Clear? So leave it. Number of classes present in source file. Tell me, after compilation total how many classes are generated here? 3 classes. What are the 3 classes here? A dart class file is generated, B dart class file is generated, or the last file here, test dart class file. Total how many classes are generated here? 3 classes are generated. That is your compilation process. Up to now we are completed how many steps here? 4 steps. Step number 1, select the editor. It is a tooler software providing very good environment to develop application. We are using edit plus editor to develop application. Number 2, what is number 2 here? Write application based on rules and regulations, uppercase or lowercase and all. I am using 3 classes, 3 user defined classes, 2 predefined classes. I am importing the class. How many ways are there to import? 2 ways. You know the 2 ways. Number 3, save the application. So save the application means we must save the application with the .java extension. I am repeating number of times here. So in initial classes, the basics are very important. How we are developing application, what is the purpose of import, what is the purpose of class, that is very important. Once I start the practicals, then very good. So here, step number 3, save the application is completed. While saving the application, how many rules and regulations required? 2. Application contains public class, then public class name. No public class, you can use any name. Application is allowed to declare how many public classes? application is allowed to take how many public classes? At most one, either 0 number of or 1. At most means either 0 or 1. So save the application is completed. I am using my Ratan.java. After saving the application, compilation process. The compilation, what is the command name here? Java C file name. While compilation, compiler performs how many actions here? 2 actions. Check the syntax errors. Check the syntax errors. If any syntax errors are there, generate error message. If there is no syntax errors, the .java is converted into .class file. The .class file contains which code? Byte code. So tell me, the .class file generated by compiler. The .class file generation is based on number of classes present in source. Now in my application total, how many classes are there here? 3 classes. A.class, B.class, test.class. This is step number 4. And final step regarding the first application. What is the final step here? Don't feel heavy, boring here. So step for the theoretic point. So here the final step, within 10 minutes I will close this first application. So what is the final step here? Execution process. Clear? Good. Execute the application. Obviously compile the .java files, execute the class files. So we compiled .java, .class is generated, execute those .class files. The final step here, the step number 5. So execution process. So Ratan writing is very difficult here. Try to understand what I am writing here. Execution process. Depends on my words, don't depends on this. What is the PROCESS? Don't think like that. Feeling is important. Execution process. Good. This is execution process. To execute the .java files or .class files. Compile the .java files, but execute at runtime .class only. Don't think execution .java files. Compile the .java, but execute the .class files. Clear? Good. So for execution, the command name is the Java. Compilation Java C, execution Java. Compilation, what is the file name here? .java. Execution Java, you can write the class name. Execution class name. This is your syntax. Java class name. So here Java class name. So I am writing Java. What is the class name here? Test class. Otherwise test class, enter. Otherwise one more class is there, A class, enter. Java, what last class here? B class, enter. So that point is very, very important. Compile the .java and execute which files? .class files. What the .class file contains which code? Byte code. It is an intermediate code. .class file contains which code? Byte code. It is a intermediate code. Clear? Then I will execute the 3 classes here. While execution process, I will give the explanations. Check the 3 classes once. In the command prompt, execute the application. Execution, obviously, what the command name? To clear the screen, CLS command. Java. How many classes are there? 3 classes. What the class name here? Test class. So when we are trying to execute the file, when we are trying to execute the class, Java test class is there. While compilation, how many responsibilities of the compiler? 2 responsibilities. Compiler check the syntax errors. Any syntax errors, it will generate error message. There is no errors, .class files. But when we are trying to execute the class, execution always starts from main method. Who is calling main method? JVM. So who is the responsible to execute application? JVM. Now concentrate. When we are trying to execute the application, what are the responsibilities of the JVM Ratan? 2 responsibilities of the JVM here. Number 1, when we are trying to execute the class, JVM checks whether your .class file is available or not available. What is step number 1 here? JVM checks whether it is .class file is available or not available. If .class file is available, it will load the .class file into memory. What is step number 1? It check the .class file. If the .class file is available, it will load the .class file into memory. That is step number 1. Ratan, if the .class file is not available, Ratan, error message. .class file is not available, error message. Ratan, my .class file is available, loaded, good. After loading the .class file, the points are important here. When we are trying to execute the class, step number 1, it load the .class file into memory. After loading the class, it will call the main method. JVM calls the main method to start the execution. Only 2 steps. It will load the dart class file. After loading the dart class file, it is calling main method to start the execution. Clear? So try to remember those 2 steps here. So check it here. Java tester. When we Java tester, so test class is available or not available. After compilation, dart class is generated, no problem. It is available. Dart class file is loaded. After loading the dart class file, so can please check whether it is main method is available or not. Good, available. So main method is available means what? Execution started and main method will be executed. You know, hello world is not satisfied. Ratan world. Clear? Good. So save it. Okay, execute. Hello world. Oh. After modifications, we are not compiling. That's the reason. So first of all, after every modification here, we need to compile our application first of all. What is the application name here? Java C Ratan.java, then Java tester. Ratan world is printed. For every modification, we must compile it and then execute it. Clear? Good. Now concentrate. The test class is good. What is the next one here? I'm trying to execute a class. Java A. When you try to execute the A class, how many responsibilities here? 2 responsibilities. JVM loads A class bytecode into memory. After loading the A class bytecode memory, it is calling main method. It is calling main method. Tell me any main method in A class? No main method. So there is no main method. It is saying error message. Main method is not found in class A. Please define the main method as public static void main. In the same way, class B. B class is available. It is loaded. After loading, it is searching for what? Main method. Any main method in B class? No main method. Same error message. No, Java XXX class. Tell me any XXX class here. There is no XXX class. There is no XXX class, right? If the class is not available, could not find load main class XXX. So we are unable to load that class because the class is not available. Clear? So very important points. So main method is available. So class is there, class is loaded, main is there, executed. But A class is available, loaded, but main is not there, error. B class is there, loaded, but main is not there, error. XXX class itself not present, it will generate error message, class not found. Like could not find the load main class. That is our step number 5. What is step number 5 here? We can say execution process. The execution process, this is the process. Clear? This is the execution process. To execute the application, the command name Java, you can write the class name here. So syntax and Java, you can write the test class. So then corresponding outputs will be printed. So JVM responsibilities. So clear? This is the execution process. So check it in this file, total file. Step number 1, select an editor. We selected Notepad, Notepad++, Edit+, but the recommended editor is Edit+. After selecting editor, write the application. In this application contains 2 predefined classes, system and string classes. Those classes are present in java.lang package, so import that class. How many ways are there to import? 2 ways. Importing all, importing required, but which one is recommended? Importing application classes recommended. Step number 3, save the application. Save the .java application with the .java extension. So while saving application, how many rules we must check it? 2 rules. If application contains public class name, then public class. If the application doesn't contain any public class, then you can use any name. But source file is allowed to declare how many public classes? Only 1 public classes. So then I saved my application local disk G, core Java by Ratan. So program, Java programs, Ratan.java. Then compilation process. What the compilation process syntax? Java C file name. What the syntax here? The syntax Java C. So you can please write the file name. And the file name Java Ratan.java. So initially control is in local disk C, but my application is present in local disk G. Move to the local disk G column. So cd space Java by Ratan. So core Java, so cd which one, cd Java programs folder is there. Move that program folders, double quotes not which one. So here I'm writing double quotes, no problem. So then Java programs here, you can please compile application. To compile application, what is the command name here? Java C, the application name is Ratan.java. Execution process, execute the class name, class name. This is execution process. So clear? That is the information about the steps to design the first application. The steps to design your first application. This first application is not fixed here. This application we are able to do some enhancements. We will discuss that enhancements in this video only. So check it once. Clear? So how many steps are completed successfully? 5 steps. Comfortable everyone? Good. Select an editor, write the application, save the application, compile it, then execute it. Clear? The source file is allowed to declare how many classes? How many public classes? Only one public classes, multiple non-public classes. The source file is allowed to declare how many classes? General classes. You can declare the multiple classes. So compile the .java file, then compile generate the .class files, execute the .class files. Execute the .class files. So clear? So but in the compilation process, in Java, it is possible to compile multiple files at a time. In Java, it is possible to compile single files or multiple files at a time. Multiple files at a time. For example, here in local disk G folder. So local disk G folder itself. So it contains some files. What are the files here? A.java file is there. So it contains B.java file. So it contains, tell me, C.java files. It contains D.java files. Total how many files here? 4 files. Ratan, I would like to compile single file. Java C space. I would like to compile A.java. Total how many files are compiled in this line? How many files? One file is compiled. Hey, no Ratan, I would like to compile 2 files at a time. If you want 2 files at a time, B.C, just B.C here, Java, B.Java space, just a space is the separator, yeah? B.Java, and I would like to compile C.Java. Tell me, in this scenario, how many files are compiled? 2 files are compiled. 2 files are compiled. So 2 files are compiled. Hey, no Ratan, I would like to compile all the files. This is just knowledge sake. In Eclipse side, it is not possible to compile multiple files. Auto compilation is there. So generally, if you want to compile multiple files, is manually. This is the process. Ratan, I would like to compile all files. Then use the star.java. It compiles how many files? So it all files are compiled. All files are compiled. This is your step number 4. This is a compilation process and a execution process. Clear? Good. That is the steps to design the first application is completed. Now the enhancements in this application. Enhancements in this application. What are the enhancements? Enhancement number 1. Concentrate in this application. Ratan.java file is there. Concentrate. Why we are importing these 2 classes? Why we are importing? Because string is a predefined class, system is the predefined class. These 2 classes are present in lang package. That is the reason we are importing. Like java.lang package, just like those packages. So Java contains predefined packages. Total how many predefined packages in Java Ratan? Example java.lang, java.lang, java.io, next one here, util, xyz, etc. Total how many predefined packages Ratan? Java contains 14 predefined packages. But it contains sub packages also. Total how many predefined packages here? 14 predefined packages. The out of 14 predefined packages, this total how many predefined packages here? 14 predefined packages. Good. Just here I removed this importing statement here. I compiled. Concentrate. When we compile here, Ratan.java seems to be blue symbol. If you are not compiled, red symbol. I compiled. I am not importing. In C language, we are using printf, but if you are not using hash include iostream.h, obviously error message it will generate. But coming to Java, string and system classes, these two classes java.lang package, but here I am not importing. Without importing, can you please check Ratan and Anushka word. Otherwise you can say Anu word. Anyway, Anu word is there. Ratan one Anu. I am doing some modifications. Then compile it. How to compile? Java C. The application name is obviously Ratan.java. Code is compiled. Java. What the class name? Which class we must execute? Test class, right? Execute test class. Code is Ratan and world is printed or not? Ratan and Anu world is printed. But tell me, in this application, we are importing any package or not importing here? We are not importing. The package importing is optional, mandatory? Optional. The package importing is optional. Why, Ratan? So Java contains how many predefined packages here? 14 predefined packages. Out of these 14 predefined packages, the default package in Java is java.lang package. It's a very important point here. The default package in Java. So default package in Java is default package in Java. What is the default package in Java here? So java.lang package. Out of 14 packages here, only one package is the default java.lang. What is the default package in Java, Ratan? If you are importing or not importing, the java.lang package is automatically imported. Tell me what is the default package in Java? Java contains total how many predefined packages? 14. Out of 14 packages, what is the default package in Java? Java.lang. So when we use java.lang package classes or interface in our application, no need to import the java.lang package. So no need to import the java.lang package. Why? It is a default package. Ratan, out of 14 packages, why the java.lang package is the default? It contains 14 packages, but why the java.lang package is the default? Simple answer here. To write the sample application, I would like to print hello world. To write the sample application also, we must require the string class or we must require the system class or not. Basic operation. So to write the sample application also, string class required, system class required. Every time importing java.lang.system, java.lang.string class, every time importing is meaningless. There is a reason. The classes or interfaces which are required for the basic operations, those class and interfaces are present in java.lang package. That is a default package. When we use the java.lang package class and interfaces, no need to import. So clear? That is the reason java.lang package is the default package in Java. Very important question here. What is the default package in Java? Java.lang. How many predefined packages? 14. Why the java.lang only predefined? Number of why the java.lang only default package? To perform the basic operations, we require some classes. Those classes are present in java.lang. Instead of importing every time, the James goes and decide that is a default package. So this is one of the enhancement in this application. First example. Clear? Enhancement number 1. So default package Java. Enhancement number 2. Listen. Now enhancement number 2, I will copy this main method. I will paste this one. After this one also I paste. This is Ratan Anu world. Just this is my, I'm writing A world. This is my A world. This is my, just I'm writing B world. Total how many classes here? 3 classes. And it contains 3 main methods. Technically, the class which contains main method, it's called main class. The class which contains main method is called main class. Now here I declared how many main classes here? 3 classes. 3 main classes. Tell me, first of all, it is valid or invalid? So tell me, I declared how many classes here? 3 classes with 3 main methods. The class which contains main method, that is called obviously main class. Here I declared how many main classes here? 3 main classes. Tell me whether it is valid or invalid. Obviously valid or invalid? Obviously you are saying invalid. Obviously invalid. But obviously Ratan output is valid. So inside the source file, it is possible to declare any number of classes, no problem at all. Ratan real time also contains same type. Real time doesn't contain this type of scenarios. Why Ratan? In real time, you can take 100 classes. One class contains main method to control 99 classes. One class we are creating object, we are accessing the methods. One class is controlling remaining 99 classes. And 3 classes contains main method. This is also valid. But now concentrate, what is the point here? In real time, if you take the 100 classes, one class contains main method to control 99 classes. The question here, the source file is allows to declare multiple main classes are not. Allowed or not allowed? Perfectly allowed. I will execute it, check it. 3 classes. So first of all compile java c ratan.java ratan ratan.java. Code is compiled. Java, what the class name here? Test class. Test class is loaded, test class main executed. Java a class is loaded. Why Java A is showing error? Main method is not found. Check here, red symbol. Red symbol means what? We are not compiling. We are not saving, sorry. We are not saving. So red symbol is there. First of all save it. Now it seems to be blue symbol. Good. Now do the compilation. Code is compiled. Code is compiled. Now Java, what a class name here? Test class. Test class main execute. Test class is loaded, test main. Java A class. A class is loaded, A main executed. Java B class. B class loaded, B executed. So it is possible to declare multiple main classes in single source file. No problem at all. This is enhancement number 2. So multiple main classes. But in the real time, one class contains main method to control 99 classes. Multiple main classes. So multiple main classes are perfectly valid. Predefined package is 14, but the default package in Java is java.language. This is one of the enhancement. So this is our application. Good. Come to ratan.java here. Now here ratan.java file. No ratan.class file here. This is main class. Good. Total how many classes? Go to your previous application, back to your previous process, the previous process. This is your previous process. Very good. In this one, can you please concentrate? Say Ratan world and world. I said, if the application contains public class, then public class name, application name must be same. Application name must be same means our application must be test.java. But you saved application Ratan.java. Violation of rule. Can you please compile? Then tell me what is output here? Class test is a public, should be declared file name test.java. Meaningful compilation error. You can write the. So here, if the public class name, application name must be same. Your public class is there, but you save the application file name is a test.java. This is the one observation in this example. This is your public class is there, but you are saved the application file name is what? Ratan.java. Then it is saying error message test.java. This is the one observation regarding the first application. I will place all the points regarding first application in this document. At the end of this video, I will show this all the documents. I will show this all the document. You can please check the document once. This is the one of the observation. Observation 1. Good. So application name Ratan.java, but public class name must be same. Good, leave it. Anyhow, I will change this application name. How to change? Save as. The application name is what? Test.java. So check it here. You'll be able to see this is a test.java file, right? I see name is changed. Check this location. In the below the cursor, check the C Java by Ratan Java programs test.java. Application is saved. Then you are able to compile. What the application name here? Java C test.java. You know, after compilation, dart class files. Dart class file generation, it depends on number of classes present in source file. Source file contains how many classes here? 3 classes. After compilation, 3 dart class file. Dart class file name 1, the rest dart class. Second dart class file is a dart class. No main method. Here there is no main method, right? Good. So Java B, no main method. Here also there is no main method, right? Good. This is the one of the observation. Ratan, good. But I declared 2 public classes. Tell me, source file is, I said one point. The source file is allowed to declare how many public classes? I said only 1 public class. But here we declared how many public classes here? 2 public classes. Check whether it is valid or not. So do the compilation test.java. So it is saying A is also public. We must declare the file name a.java also. There is reason. The source file is allowed to declare how many public classes? Tell me. Only 1 public class. So 2 public class are not allowed. So here observation number 2. So allows only public class. 2 public class also not allowed. There is reason. I will remove this public class and all. So this as public class is not required. I removed. So back to the previous application. What's the previous application here? Class name tester, class A, and one more class is what? B class. So how many classes I declared here? 3 classes. So that is the information about your first application by Ratan. So clear. This is a video class here. I'm able to give this much content. This is a video class. In front of the camera, I'm saying all the things. If you're attending live classes, it seems to be very beautiful, I hope. Yes or no? It seems to be very beautiful. In front of the camera, I'm saying there is no students in classroom also. So clear. This information regarding your first application. So I'm providing a lot of information here. Don't think first application, don't wait for 1 month, like don't think 3-4 days classes regarding first application. I provide a lot of knowledge. Clear. So in this application, I will show the interview questions also. Yeah? So nearly I prepared 1000 interview questions. I will show all the interview questions at the end of this. I will show one special video is there for the all interview questions. So in this first application, I am asking some notes. Can please write some notes here. Note important points like note number 1. So I'm asking some questions like in questions just note number 1. The source file is allowed to declare how many classes? Obviously, source file is allowed to declare multiple classes. Point number 2. The source file is allowed to declare how many public classes? How many public classes are allowed to declare? Only 1 public classes. Any number of non-public classes. Number 3. What are the compiler responsibilities? Check the syntax errors. There is no syntax errors. Generate the dart class files. Number 4. Who is dart class files? Compiler. Compile dart java file or dart class file? Dart java. Execute dart class file or dart java file? Dart class file. Who is the responsible for execution? JVM. Who is the responsible for the compilation? Compiler. It is possible to compile multiple files at a time or not? Yes. But it is possible to execute how many multiple classes at a time or not? It is not possible to execute multiple classes at a time here. It is possible to execute only 1 class. This video, pause it and check all the points. Write all the points. Clear? The next one is what? It is what do you mean by main class? The class which contains main method. The source file is allowed to declare multiple main class or single main class? Multiple main classes. What are the JVM responsibilities? JVM loads the dart class file. After loading the dart class file, it will check the syntax errors. Sorry. It will load the dart class file. After loading, it is start the execution from the main method. Start execution from what? Main method. It is possible to compile how many dart class files at a time? Single dart class file at a time. How to save the Java application, dart Java extension? While saving, how many rules are required? Public class name is there, public class name.java. There is no public class, any name you can use. How many ways are there to import the classes? 2 ways. What are the 2 ways? importing all classes, importing required. Which one is recommended? Importing required. What is the default package in Java? Java.lang. Java.lang. How many predefined packages in Java? 14. How many predefined packages in Java? 14. So clear. I hope these points are enough. So which editor is recommended? Edit Plus or IDE? Edit Plus is recommended. What is the difference between the IDE and Edit Plus? IDE is Eclipse IDE is providing 75% knowledge, not recommended. If you want 100% knowledge, use Edit Plus. Now core Java level, I'm using Edit Plus. Clear? So there is information regarding your first application. Thank you.